Okay, so waiting on the thing to start at this point. So I'm going back to the old method of recording on... Oh, here we go, 55. I'm going back to the old method of syncing it up manually. So I can adjust the audio on the back and do it with the microphone hopefully loud enough. And we have 38, 37, 36. I'm going to figure out how to do these live one of these days so I can hopefully interact with people. 19, 18, 17, 16. 10. No, oh my god, this hurts my eyes. Holy crap, I hated that 10. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Thank you. I'll have 18 plus. Cannot wait to see the clips of people saying this is woke and diverse and oh my god, everything's terrible. Welcome to the real world, dumbasses. 4 unique games. So they're only talking about 4? I heard about Indiana Jones. I feel bad for the... What the hell? Was that necessary? The answer is, of course, no. Anyway, I only know of Indiana Jones off the top of my head. What else what are the other 3 games? Okay, so Hellblade. I guess that's Avowed and whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go to Avowed first, it looks like. Inception.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed.
Yep. So I'll be
Avowed
honest,
is an adventure into the heart
first
of
time I
the
heard about Obsidian was KOTOR 2, and kind of put me off from them.
Where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the Living Lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful
Yeah, they did
reactivity.
do out New Vegas, didn't they?
And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend
I kind of enjoyed
believable and
New Vegas.
fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other.
Outer
It's
Worlds,
colorful,
not
it's
so
vibrant,
much.
It's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Eora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, Gameplay Director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with
He
choice.
looks CG.
So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy
equipment
types.
sets?
It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to
Okay.
approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner.
You know what? I've
It's
been playing
important to pay
Skyrim
attention
again
to
for
the
the last
types of
couple of
enemies
days.
you're dealing with.
It looks
Some
like
units are
Skyrim
extremely
combat,
defensive,
but
some are brutally
maybe it
difficult.
will feel
And others you must make sure
different.
you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during
Yeah,
combat.
so it's
That means you
loadouts.
can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices.
I don't know,
on
it
how to
just
build
feels like
and
every other
progress
game.
Their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many
But
diverse regions.
I know they
Some
have
quests in
to
Avowed
amp this
will have
up
you
as
make
well,
difficult
so.
decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living lands.
Shatterskirk?
As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep
That's
Third Bone
dragon
safe.
scales?
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
You're still
Making the
alive.
right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorps. I was so
Zorps?
surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it. Of
So
course,
is this like a certain race
Sergeant Asui never has a
of
thought.
people? Dragon scales, sharp
So what did he tell
teeth?
you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
Yes.
I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team
mean, it's
have
not
worked to
too
create a
different
unique,
from
colorful, and dynamic
other games. I
visual style.
don't know why they're
From
skipping
the
my
outset,
name
we
right
knew
now.
that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird,
Dude,
and
but in your
wonderful.
shirt, that you're
We
not.
found inspiration in a wide
Dragon
swath
Age is one thing I was
of
thinking of.
real-world
Dragon Age
cultures,
with choices
helping us create
affecting
a unique RPG experience
the world,
by contrasting the vibrant with the dull. Or
which I will
urban
be
spaces
playing
with
again
Sifri
real
ones.
soon.
We can better
Since
deliver
Dreadwolf is
complex
going to be
emotional
announced soon.
experiences for our players.
And I actually do have to finish Dragon
The
Age
Living
3's
Lands is a
DLC.
continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the
because
wastes
it's the
of
main focus
Shatterscarp,
of the direct
you might
today.
notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in
I
towards a
hate
beautiful
sand.
oasis,
It gets
there's
everywhere.
the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait.
I'll
for you
definitely
to
be
explore
keeping
the
an eye on
lands
this.
when
It
Avowed launches this
seems
fall.
interesting. I kind of not devaluing it at all, but possibly a discount Baldur's Gate as they're trying to describe it, maybe. Obviously with less D&D mechanics in it, but who knows? I mean, it sounds pretty interesting. I'll definitely be giving it a shot at some point. It's later this year, not bad. And no offense, but I don't think they need to say on Game Pass. Just say Xbox and PC, because I'm pretty sure all 4 of these will be on Game Pass. Alright, so what's next? Hellblade 2. I need to go and play the first one. So, we'll see if I do. Because I had a semi-interest in it, but not a
Hi, I'm
need.
Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that
It's a
we
weird
really
bust
care
there
about,
on his left.
and that we hope you care
You're
about
right.
too.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself
Her
has
eyes
grown
are
since the first
bright.
Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top.
I like
Senua
the
face up
trying to keep it
giants
historical as
who
much
have
as
plunged
possible.
the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that's should.
Skyrim reference. And yes, I'm
Senua
joking. I know
will
that's an actual
make
thing.
New enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
I'd be shooting my pants if I saw that in real life.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
Nice.
What does that mean?
I know there's companies that would not do
Players will
that,
find
but
themselves traversing beautiful
that's
and
probably
hostile
also going to make it more
environments, seeking answers from patterns
spooky.
and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies
His eyes
that
are
will
bright
push
too,
Senua
holy
to her
shit.
limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into
like
this
that.
fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first
Bitch
game,
slap.
but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the
That
player
could
to
be
always
cool.
feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling, so I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces.
I wonder how that
And then I
really
have to wait
is,
a
like
little while,
how
and then I get to see
comfortable
that
the
all
suit
again,
is, just how
in-game, in
frustrating it
costume,
is.
on
Like, you gotta do
location,
that
everything. It's a
50,
great
100,
experience, a great
200
process.
times to get the right
Every discipline in the
motions.
studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story.
Does look good though.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland.
I would
You have to be
love,
there.
I would love to
sense
go
of
on a
scale,
world tour, or
everything
at
is
least
incredible.
Iceland,
And you
Ireland,
see a scene, or
that
you see a
area,
small section
get
of the
some
game and you're like,
beautiful
yeah,
shots.
that works. That's amazing.
That would be awesome.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the
This
voices
guy
he
must have
hears.
had a fun job.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game,
So
through
here's the
spatial
fun
audio
part.
technology
I've only
and,
used my headphones
some
whenever I'm
extra
recording
things
like
within
this.
the game.
I don't use
Music
headphones when I'm
plays
playing
binaural.
games.
Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
Maybe if I get this game, I'll do that.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality,
Deep.
it's about personality. So when
Sorry,
you listen to
I thought you
Hellblade,
said dip.
you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
I love
You
these
feel
guys.
Their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music, it really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing
Ooh.
so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Directional mics. Oh my god. Well, I know they've been around,
Our
but
mission here at
it is
Ninja
a little
Theory
creepy
is
watching.
to craft life-changing art with game-changing
I've
tech.
seen
And that's our
ASMR
aim in Senua
videos
Saga
or
Hellblade 2
clips
is to not only
where the person's
see
like
where
whispering into
Senua
it, doing
goes
different
next,
directions.
but
It's
to
just
deliver
so
something
weird.
really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then
I
understand
don't,
that person
unfortunately.
better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So
Totally
we
cheesy,
all are
dude.
Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
May 24th. Wow, that's pretty close, yeah. Okay, I gotta do something real quick. Pause. No, pause. Jesus Christ, pause it. That's all you gotta do. Settings. Because for me, the audio is off. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Square Enix. Game number 5. Hey, dude.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix.
I wonder if this is a surprise, because I personally
コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全
yeah,
新作
so okay.
聖剣伝説シリーズ
So I
は
remember seeing
1991年に
Secret of Mana stuff, the Mana series, whatever.
マナと聖剣を
But
巡
I
って
don't
描か
remember
れる
seeing it on
愛をテーマに
Xbox.
個性豊かなキャラクターたち
Characters list.
心に響く楽曲の数々武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるためこれまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとと
So
も
the
に
combat doesn't look
聖剣伝説
very
ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと
unique,
思い
but
ま
maybe
す。
that was just a quick
Hello,
clip.
I'm
Quick
Koichi Shi
clip.
from Grebs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。本作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
Definitely
聖剣
very
伝説ファイナルファン
goofy.
タジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちの
Adorable little creatures, you
可愛
know.
いだけ
They
で
look adorable.
恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中は
I hope
モンスター
so.
たちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
So I don't. I've never played the Mana series before, but is it known to be a little more cartoonish, or is it just for this game?
ヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジ
That
ル
would
に
be
似た仙山
something
港
I
や
would like to
古代エジ
know.
プト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
ピックル。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。
Star Wars in my head.
BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。
I mean, let's be fair. Final Fantasy 14 does it. Final Fantasy 16 does that. 15 did that.
空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスタ
I
ー
don't know.
にも注目してほしい
I
の
might
です
be waiting
聖剣
until I
伝
hear
説
more on
の
this.
マナーを
For right now, it looks like I will probably be passing
小山田君
on
を中心
this.
にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。
It
私
just
自身
doesn't
もプレイ
look
するのを楽しみにしています。
something
聖
that I
剣伝
would be
説シリーズとし
interested
て
in.
初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに
Especially since I've
本
never
作
played any of the
聖剣
Mana
伝
series
説ビジョ
before.
ンズ・オブ・マナは今後もさまざまな情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Summer. So that's not a whole lot of time, but I'm still going to be waiting to get more information. Alright, to Oxai, which is a game or a company I don't remember off the top of my head. Adventurous music!
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games.
Thank
we
you.
founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V.
Ah.
We came together to create something new and
That would
innovative
probably be
in
why.
a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers,
My
4X
first
gamers. It
strategy
features all the
game
depth and gameplay fans of
in
this
this
genre love, where you'll explore the
genre
world, expand your
type
nation, govern your people,
would have
and
been
engage with your
Age of
rivals on the
Empires
international stage.
2
But
on
it
the
isn't just more of the
PC.
same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions
That was what,
about the genre,
98
push
to
it
early
forward in a modern,
2000s.
empowering, and truly compelling
So I
and
never
approachable
played Sid Meier
For example, we have
Civs.
over
I never
100
did
instruments on
any of
display in the
that.
office, which
The
are all
latest one I
things
kind
that
of
we
got
purchased in
into,
order
but
to
not seriously,
add to the
was City
soundtrack and
Skylines.
expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We
So,
started small, building
I
a
guess
robust
this
game engine,
is a
questioning
game
our
I will
design assumptions and prototyping our
most
features,
likely be
rediscovering what made us fall in
passing
love
up
with
on.
strategy games in the first place.
The end
Just
result
because
is
I'm
Ara,
not
the historical
hugely
strategy
into
game that
strategy.
presents a living world
As
where
I
you
say,
can
as I
rule how
remember,
you
I
want to
have
rule and chart your own path to become the most
Stellaris
prestigious
on
nation
my
on the planet.
Xbox.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with
I
outcomes
think that was on
encourage
sale, so I got it
exploration and
for
give
like
players the
this,
power to experiment and make
the
meaningful strategic
huge
choices
Ultimate
while
Edition,
still
whatever
having
it was
agency
called,
over their playstyle.
for
We
like
also
20
wanted
bucks,
to
I think.
explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique
But yeah, I
perspective.
was
and not just
never
ours.
good at these
And finally, we
super
knew that for players
in-depth,
to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected
strategy-based
in the game world
games.
itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and
Caveman with
reacting to
that.
the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you
And
want
my
to
audio
rule.
sync is off
And no
again for
feature
some
better
reason. I
exemplifies
don't know
this
why it
than
does
the
that.
prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known.
This is measured by
Only
prestige.
happens on my
The
Xbox. It
player's
doesn't happen
score
on my
that proves
PC.
their worth as a leader.
Which is
The
weird.
prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs.
That looks
In
like
Ara,
DLC.
there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding
4X
at
genre?
balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and
Yeah,
combining the natural
crafting
resources
even
they
in
harvest into all manner
14
of
on the
foods and
Island
foods.
Sanctuary from where I
Those are
haven't
the
done that
foundation
except for the
everything,
one
from
time I had to do it.
international trade to improving their cities and citizens'
I gotta get back
lives,
there.
and even manufacturing the weapons necessary
I wonder
to
how the
craft
little
military units.
machines
The
are
crafting
doing.
system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer
no
a fresh
shit.
perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Confucius, yeah!
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait.
He looks like
informed
he's
by their
scheming
contributions
something.
to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
George W. Bush?
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that
No.
priceless perspective.
Don't
from
ever
the
put a
people we're
hammock under
making
your
Ara
bed.
for.
Or
You-
under your desk.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples
It might,
is when we
but it
first
doesn't always
introduced
work
the
out,
concept
does
of
it?
dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
"Someone get these feline demons away from me." I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that
I don't think they were talking about the cougars in the game, buddy.
overall threat level
Oh!
of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other.
What is with these
And we're so
thin
excited that we can finally
vertical
see the finish
monitors?
line.
They don't look very
We
helpful
can't wait for players to
or
get their hands
useful.
on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning.
That's just me, though.
We're going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
Sorry,
On
that was my
behalf of everyone
knuckles.
at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to
Welcome.
play Ara and to create your own history.
I create my history, my own history every day. Thank you. So this is not coming to Xbox. This is only coming to PC. Oh, no, many people are gonna lose their shit over that. But this is Xbox Direct. That's why I think they should call it Microsoft Direct or Microsoft Games. Here's the big one. Here's the one everyone's waiting for.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones.
All right.
Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure.
Yes.
Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture.
And that was the last one.
In this
Don't
game,
introduce the
you
other
aren't
ones.
just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going
Is
after,
Machine Games
what period
part
his
of
life
Bethesda
was in,
ZeniMax?
what kind of arc he was going to have. And
Because
as the
otherwise,
years
why
went
is
on,
he
I thought,
here?
who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game.
Good.
It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
I was actually feeling the new theme, if that's what's playing in the background.
I'm missing Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Alright, hold on. I gotta pause this again. I gotta get the audio. But yeah, that model looked really pretty good with Harrison Ford. Pretty much like Harrison Ford.
History. Just different ways to interpret the past.
Oof.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs.
Oh, that AI. No. Hello, Future Bun here. Just want to add real quick, I did not know this is actually Troy Baker talking, and he did the voice for Indiana Jones in this game. I do apologize, but to me, while as close as possible, I still feel like it wasn't done exactly right. But that's just me looking too much into it, holding on to the member berries. So, my apologies, Mr. Troy Baker. I did not realize this was you. I thought this was an AI. Bye.
Waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana. Watch me.
That's definitely an AI voice doing Harrison Ford, because there's no way he sounds like that anymore. It's too gruff.
History, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle. I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
There's the old theme. That's the good one. It's looking interesting so far.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the...
Of the what?
The Great Circle.
Well, it looks like the rumors going around on Twitter was right.
You have any idea how old that was?
Not a bad name for a
Indiana
game,
Jones
but
is such an
it's a little
iconic
weird.
character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
Well, I mean,
He's
there's
a
a
brilliant
lot of people
archaeologist,
love Indiana
he's a
Jones.
charismatic everyman, he's passionate.
Not necessarily
and
the new
determined.
films,
And
but
for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you
All right.
see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments.
Yeah, I like
Seeing
the,
his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip, and
I like the
simple
first-person
things like
mechanic so
cutscenes
far.
and environmental traversal. We pull the camera back for a third-person view. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum.
Nice.
The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all
That's good.
unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
Okay, so
Next plane to Rome. Stop.
Machine is part of Bethesda.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Getting the hang of this.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling.
Yeah, I'm really liking the looks of this.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey
I like
will
the
take you
idea
to the
also
forgotten
there's just going to
temples
be
of
more than
Sukhothai,
one way to
the pyramids of
complete the
Egypt,
levels.
the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We
Good.
love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the Indy films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
Well, mine's the first time they introduced the new theme. It's not sounding terrible.
We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
Some actors just show them slamming into shit.
Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina
Is it her
is
dad?
an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure.
Is her dad?
She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined
No,
American
not her dad.
professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and
Looks
the
like
perfect
every other
foil for him.
German
They're both
Nazi
brilliant people,
officer
compelled by the
in
passions
video
and
games.
obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sands of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of
That's a shirt.
hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to
That-
sneak around an enemy patrol.
That would
or
probably
maybe
hurt
you'll
punching a
pick
guy
up
with a
shovel
helmet
and
like that
whack
on.
them the back of
Oh,
their head.
no,
And
Indy.
when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect
So,
from Indy's whip.
aim for a
And
certain
hopefully
part
a little
and
bit more.
it affects the body differently.
Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The
I
spirit
wonder
of
if in
discovery
real life you
is
can actually
so
use a whip
important
to pull
Indiana
yourself
Jones.
up like that, or that has to be
Obviously, there are a handful of
specialized.
puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them.
Really?
Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Yay, gamer intuition kicking in.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal.
At least
of
it wasn't a
Indiana
giant
Jones
rock
and the Great
rolling
Circle.
around him
Machine
that they're
Games is
crushing
known
this time.
for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible
I think that's
adventure,
important, is
and
if
I
you're
think
not
that's something everyone
as knowledgeable
wants to
about
be part of.
indie,
I'm
you
also
should be able
very
to just
excited
still be able to
announce
get
that
right in.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Todd, put that back. So yeah, I look forward to this one as well. That's 2 games. So just a release window. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out next year, to be honest. So, what's next? Sizzle reel. Boom, 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 boom.
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay
I don't want to rule.
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
Yes, that's typically how it works.
You aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
I mean, if I could look, if I could look like Indy, that would be awesome. All right. Alright, so I am honestly not as interested in the Elder Scrolls Online anymore, so I will not be watching that. I was at first, and then got burned out. I'm getting that spinning circle. But yeah, I was one of the first, like, what, million people to play it? Okay, it's over. But yeah, so I lost all interest in Elder Scrolls Online years ago. I just couldn't get into it. I know they made updates, and I did try getting back into it, but just could not. So, with that, like I said, I'm really looking forward to the Indiana Jones game, and then followed by a Valve, not Hellblade. I'm gonna have to get through number 1 first before I give a definitive answer on that. The Mana game, not 100% sure, probably not. And then the Anya Ava, I completely forget what it's called already. Definitely not interested in that, just because of the genre, and I'm not very good at those genres. So with that, I thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section how I can improve, or your thoughts about the games themselves. And with that, I thank you for listening. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.